Getting into GarbAugust, I read the first volume of Sick Flicks by Mike Bracken, aka the Horror Geek, who many of you might know from his YouTube channels. If not, I'll have links in the description so you can check him out. This book of essays is essentially an extension of his videos exploring horror movies and grindhouse cinema. For those of you who don't know, GarbAugust is a reading event created by Criminali to celebrate books that are totally fun but whose subject matter is considered trashy. This book, covering gory movies, many of which you can't even show clips of on YouTube, certainly fits the bill, as Mike Bracken's essays covering the sickest flicks is a love letter to gruesome horror and the creators and special effects artists who bring all that to life. This volume covers 50 splatter movies and what their merits are for this particular subgenre. As the author points out several times, many of these films are not for everybody, and in fact, may only be for a subset of people interested in an extreme form of cinema. He often hits some of the highlights of each movie and provides his barf bag rating, familiar to anyone who's ever watched his reviews. As the back copy says, these overviews and explorations are not for the faint of heart or stomach. Reading this book will also show how splatter isn't limited strictly to horror movies. Yes, the majority of the films covered here fit broadly into the horror genre, but it turns out there are a myriad reasons why filmmakers reach for gore. For instance, Katsuya Matsumura's All Night Long movies use scenes of extreme gore to reinforce a nihilistic and misanthropic viewpoint. On the other hand, directors like Sam Raimi and Peter Jackson often use it for comedic effect. There is a wide range of filmmakers in between these two viewpoints, running from the artistic to the transgressive to the crassly commercial. But in almost all instances, the point of extreme gore is to provoke a reaction from the audience. Looking through the movies covered in this volume, you will also discover splatter cinema is a truly international phenomenon. Films from Italy, Japan, the United States, France, New Zealand, Spain, Germany, and others show there are gorehounds all around the world. And the directors of these movies often cite being inspired by one another. Almost none of the films covered here are mainstream. Evil Dead 2 and Dawn of the Dead are about as conventional as any of these titles get. Instead, quite a few of these movies may be considered controversial or infamous, like Cannibal Holocaust, Maniac, A Bay of Blood, and others listed among the video nasties. While I can appreciate the deep dive into the cinematic sewer, so to speak, and I know there isn't space to cover everything, I do think that not having John Carpenter's The Thing is an oversight. All in all, however, that is a minor complaint. I also think that Sick Flicks makes a good companion to the Bad Movie Bible by Rob Hill, which I also reviewed a couple years ago. In the description I'll have a link to that and to the author's YouTube channel. Both books are sincere in their exploration of cult movies and why they resonate with their viewers. But what do you, the audience at home, think? Have you been waiting for an excuse to unleash your inner gore geek? Do you think splatter movies deserve more positive attention and serious assessment? What is your favorite gory movie? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my peculiar notions. If you appreciate this channel and want to support it, you know what to do. You can also take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel of another YouTube creator you enjoy, like Criminale, Mike Bracken, or the Bad Movie Bible, or the algorithm will censor all of your videos. Until next time, read some good books, enjoy some gory movies, live and be well.